gastric bypass. I said, I'm a coach, I can do this. So for 1 year, I just dedicated to losing that weight. And truly it was easier to lose that weight than to win a lot of the ball games I had to win. But it was a battle I was going to prove that I could win. How did I do it? Once I decided I had to lose the weight to have the hip replacement, I'm not a very nutritionist, so I don't know what you're supposed to do, but I said I'm going to count calories, and I said obviously what I take in versus what I can burn off is the key, I thought. And obviously I couldn't do much burning calories because I couldn't even walk, couldn't be on my feet at the time. So I did join the gym, Fitness by William, on July 28th of 09. And when I went in, about all I could do was ride a tricycle. I guess they call it a recumbent bike, but I went in with my cane and we walked in, and I was able to start exercising. I think that's important, as I'll get into in a few minutes. But let me say, I don't think anything's possible without the good Lord. I mean, you can't do much. You can do anything with Him, but very little without Him. And I've already mentioned that William is a great trainer, but he wears his faith on his wrist. He'll talk to you anytime about any problems you have. There's something in the Bible to take care of it. But so we joined the gym in 09. And like I say, the Lord's been with me. He blessed me. I couldn't do it on my own. My wife was my prayer warrior for me. But let me get on something I won't be so emotional about. The 4 things that I thought were important. Obviously, exercise was important. I would try to go to the gym every morning for about an hour, 30, 45 minutes of cardio, 15 or 20 minutes of lifting, stretching. And sometimes I would go twice. And I was at the height of my diet. My wife would get off work and I'd meet her. I might go back in the afternoon. But if I didn't go back, I would try to do something physical in the afternoon, walking, riding a bicycle, hitting golf balls, something to kind of keep that metabolism going. But I miss very few days of not going to the gym. I'd get an hour and 15 minutes about most every day for that solid year. And so exercise, I think, was critical. It really changed my metabolism. And the second thing I told you, I counted calories. And the height of my diet, I guess I took in about 2,000 calories a day. Breakfast would be a nutrient shake and some kind of breakfast bar. Lunch, it'd be a lot of baked chickens and sweet potatoes, green beans, but a lot of fruit for my snacks, apples, and then Bojangles at night for my light platter with my. And you can go to Bojangles and get green beans and Cajun pintos. You ain't got. I didn't think Bojangles had anything but French fries, but they do. Yeah, you can eat green beans, and I guess green beans are one of my main. We go to Sandpiper and get some broiled seafood. It would be green beans. But and at night, I always butterless popcorn, or at least light buttered popcorn. And all these people, I thought it was nothing to these theories, but you do need to eat 4 or 5 small meals a day. I did more of that. And you can't starve yourself. I'd be close to a goal of mine, and I'd say, man, I've had a great 2 or 3 weeks. I'm just not going to eat anything. I'll be ready for that class reunion, or I'll be ready for that Christmas party at church. And all of a sudden, those 3 days, you didn't lose any because your body says you're starving, and it's just not going to burn up any calories. So you've got to eat, let the body know that you're okay, and then it'll go back to work for you. So first 2 things I think were the exercise and counting calories. And I don't think my diet really affected my friends. We'd go out and eat on the weekend, and I would look at the menu and order sensibly. I guess my wife and everybody, the only question I bothered with was what was the best dressing to put on your salads. I ate some bad dressing during that time, I can tell you that. But I didn't stop where we went to eat with our friends, and I don't think my diet was a problem to anybody. It was sure not a problem to me. It was pretty simple once I got into it. But no fried stuff, no bread, no sweets, and once I got used to that, there's some good food out there, good healthy food out there that we can all eat. But I had a few problems in my diet because I never sought the help of a nutritionist, and I probably should have, because I don't know anything about nutrition. That's why I got as big as I am. But a couple of workouts, I'd be dizzy and maybe couldn't see real good. And one of my friends, I can't tell you his name because he's not a doctor either, he said, you know, so-and-so really had trouble by drinking too much water. They washed all the bad stuff out, but they washed all them good, I guess, electrolytes. I don't know what electrolytes are, but I said, I'll try that. So he said, I drink Diet V8 juice. So the only product I want to endorse, I went to Walmart, started drinking that Diet V8 juice, the berry or the citrus flavor, in 2-liter bottles. Anything is cheap, I'll try to buy. But it really, I started feeling better immediately. I think I was just sweating in the gym and drinking all that water, just washing a lot of the good electrolytes, whatever it is, out of my body. But sure enough, I checked the blood pressure, about 75 over 50. You know, I said, wow. Let's go to the doctor. He said, you need more blood pressure medicine. So I haven't been on any since I started my diet after about 3 or 4 months, and my blood pressure has been maybe 110 over 70 ever since then. So I've been real blessed. So we've exercised, we counted calories. Some of I think is important is that beating that mental battle that you go through, and defeating those eating habits. You know, like I said, I had a lot of nervous eating, so I had to try to stay busy. You know, anytime I got hungry, I had to, I put a lot of mileage on my vehicle. I locked myself in the truck, start driving. You know, so and have any food in my glove compartment. So I could ride around, and you know, and when I had that urge to eat, I'd ride around and come back and check at night. We try to stay busy at night. Ball games were never a problem for me to go to. The only thing about ball games, you got concession stands. But you know, my wife always went to Autumn Village in Beetleville to a nursing home prayer meeting on Wednesday night. I never went, but you know, I said I need somewhere to go, you know, to keep from eating. So I started going there, and it was a double goodness for me. I got to stay busy, not eat, but also got to get some testimony about my diet. It was a good situation. Anytime you deal with the Lord, nothing but good things can happen.
Amen.
So you beat that mental battle. I still had a problem of wanting to eat, so my wife helped me. You know, I'd go to the refrigerator, the cabinet, and you know, if you got that weakness, you just can't have those things in there. You know, and remember many nights looking at that cabinet and nothing be there. That was great. And then I don't know. Finally, I don't know if it's the right thing or not, but I weighed every single morning. I just talking scales. I step on them. They tell me how much I weighed, and that's because of that nighttime problem I had. You know, I knew I was on way the next morning, and you ate that apple or that honey oats and honey bar I eat, or that fiber bar, or that light popcorn. It's going to show up on the scale. Scales don't tell stories. So I did weigh every day. Well, it wasn't discouraging because I was able to show a slight, not show a slight loss every day, but I was able to show. I just did it because I needed to keep me from eating at night. So I say the calories, the exercise, beating them eating habits, and of course weighing I think helped me. But a little timetable, and then Gary told me everybody was had to eat all day, so they're ready to go soon. So I'm trying to do it quickly here. But you know, in April, May of '09, like I said, I topped out at 440, and then when I joined the gym on July 28th of '09, after I retired on the 15th, I probably weighed about 420. I messed around, lost about 20 pounds prior to that. And then by Christmas, I remember of '09, that's 5 months later, I went from 420 to 320. That's about, I lost 5 pounds a week. That was pretty standard. I mean, 7 pounds to 3 pounds, it's been 20 pounds a month. So those 5 months, and I don't know if it's too much or what, but it just worked out for me, and I was able to maintain that pace because I started at 420, and by Christmas I was at 320. And then a date that I remember was February 6th. A friend of mine asked me to be at his wedding, and then my goal was to be at 300 by the wedding. And of course, Christmas kind of hurts you a little bit, so I remember I didn't quite reach my goal of weight 305 on February the 6th of 2010. But and that pretty much set the tone from January until July 28th. And I said, I'm going to go back to that gym on the 28th. A year later, I'm going to have lost 200 pounds. And I weighed 240 on July 28th, but the last 7 months I probably averaged, that's 2.5 pounds a week, or 10 pounds a month. So that got me that other 80 pounds off. So I was able, on July 28th of 10 to weigh 240 pounds, where I started at 440. And I carried on a little bit longer. I got down to probably 230, which was a 210 pounds that the paper said I lost. And at 230, I was looking pretty thin. I can tell you that. My wife said, "Oh, you looking?" Everybody said, "Are you sick?" And I said, "You ain't no." So I had to tell my scales kind of sick. I remember getting in the 220s just a little bit, but my wife, when she would have got mad, she heard that. So I couldn't wait when she was around because she would get mad with me because she wanted me to gain 50 pounds. No, I'm happy. She's happy because I gained some, but so I'd say 230 of July. So that year period, I walked to the gym that day and I had lost from the 420 I started at the gym in 1 year, about 180 pounds in a year. But it was 210 pounds in about 14 months that I lost from 440 to 230. Selfishly, I wanted to lose to 220, so I lost half of myself, from 440 to 220, but didn't quite make that. But that was kind of the schedule I was on, 5 pound a week for the first half year and about 2.5 pounds a week for the last year. And it really wasn't a problem, but